Multiple successful agencies we spoke to have implemented EOS, which is short for Entrepreneurial Operating System, and they swear by how it has been a game changer for them. These agencies say EOS has helped improve employee retention, increase the client base by as much as 70%, and resulted in 30% or more consecutive year-over-year growth.
I would say probably the turning point for Domain when things really started clicking is about 3 years ago. We made the push towards an accompany adoption of EOS, which stands for Entrepreneurial Operating System, also known as Traction. It's sort of a business philosophy in terms of how to run your organization. And that has been an absolute game changer. I think single-handedly the most important thing that we've done as an organization the past 5 years to really spur growth.
Successful agencies like Domain have seen firsthand the benefits of using the framework to streamline business processes, increase accountability, and drive growth. Many others in our 6,000 plus strong marketing agency community credit EOS with pulling them out of the growth and plateau funk they hit as the agency starts to scale. That's right, just as the agency begins to take off, there's a period of scaling pains to overcome, and it's different for every agency.
I just knew I wanted to actually build a business that I didn't have to work at and that didn't own my life. And so I spent a couple years kind of cultivating and building some leaders within the company. We put in some, operational stuff, like we operate off of EOS, which is Traction, which is really great. I recommend it for anybody. And even if it's not perfect for you, you can kind of make it your own, but you got to have some sort of system that you're running off of.
And it's not just agencies. More than 100,000 businesses worldwide currently use EOS to help run their businesses. But what is EOS exactly? The book Traction by Gino Wickman talks in detail about the EOS business model. It's a complete set of simple concepts and practical tools that help you get the most out of your business by focusing on what's important, executing with discipline, and creating a culture of accountability.
Prior to EOS, we were dealing with some major organizational issues. For 2 years, we plateaued in terms of number of clients, number of employees, and revenues. So we were looking for a business framework that would help us define and clarify, 1, who we are as an organization, 2, where we're going, and 3, how we're going to get there. So with this EOS framework, I was confident we would break through.
Let's dive into the 3 ways these concepts and tools became a game changer for agencies. Digital marketing agencies often face challenges with team alignment, communication, and accountability. The EOS model helps to create a clear vision, establish goals and objectives, and develop a structured approach to achieving them.
When you have things structured and you have expectations, there's a lot of joy and glory in that, because when you know what is expected, you can perform, and you can perform highly, and you can be successful together as a team. So putting EOS, profit first, together, kind of implementing them again all around the same time, it just opened so many doors. It solved so many problems, and it just made a huge difference in everything.
By implementing the EOS model, digital marketing agencies create a culture of accountability where your team members are encouraged to take ownership of their roles, measure their progress, and identify areas for improvement.
So you have your accountability chart laid out. Everyone has a seat. We make sure we have the right person in the right seat, doing the right things and all of that. So yes, absolutely. When we implemented that, it was life and game changing completely.
Digital marketing agencies need to remain nimble and adaptable in a constantly evolving industry. The EOS framework facilitates quick decision making, effective problem solving, and the ability to pivot strategies as needed. The business meeting is one of the systems that EOS completely transforms for the better. In EOS, meetings have a specific agenda, a set duration, and a defined purpose. Each meeting has a clear set of outcomes that participants are expected to achieve, and action items are assigned and followed up on. All of this results in efficient problem solving and decision making.
We used to be in this death by meeting sort of situation, and this has cleared that up. So it's made us more productive, more efficient, more successful, more profitable. It's helped us reach goals. It has helped us dream bigger as well.
I would say that not only do we operate that way internally but it even influences how we meet with our own clients because it's like a very structured type meeting that just helps productivity.
With EOS, digital marketing agencies are able to stay on top of marketing trends, respond to changes in customer behavior, and make data-driven decisions.
Since implementing EOS, we've seen remarkable results. In the past 12 months, we've had 0 employee turnover. Thus, we've been able to retain every one of our 28-person team. Second, in the past 2 years, we've grown our client base 70%, and we're on track for consecutive years of 30% year-over-year growth. And finally, I've been able to extricate myself from the day-to-day grind, and this has allowed me to concentrate on the 1, 3, and 5-year company goals and have laser-like focus on what must be done in the next 90 days to keep the company on track.
Successful agencies are usually also arbiters of marketing talent. You need to foster a positive and collaborative culture to attract and retain top talent. In fact, employee retention is one good reason that agencies start looking at EOS.
The first was employee retention, just getting everybody on the same page and having employees buy into what we were doing. The second problem we were trying to solve was trying to grow the agency, and how could we best do that?
The EOS model emphasizes the importance of communication, team building, and creating a healthy work-life balance. By prioritizing these elements, digital marketing agencies are able to create a supportive and engaged workforce, leading to better profitability.
After implementing EOS, we've been able to establish a really clear vision on where we're going as a company and how we're getting there. This transparency really helps the team stay motivated. They also have certain metrics that they're trying to hit and be accountable for. And all of this together has really helped us retain our employees over a longer period of time and create more engagement with the employees. Also, in addition to that, EOS has given us the processes and tools to allow our company to double in size and double in revenue. And I don't think we'd be in the same place we are today without EOS.
So how do agencies learn more about EOS and go about implementing the framework? You could either DIY or get professional help.
There's really 2 ways to implement EOS into your business. One is you work with an implementer. An implementer is someone that's been trained in EOS, and they'll come into your business and walk you through every step of the process. The other step or way to implement EOS is to buy the book Traction and read it. And it will walk you through how you can self-implement EOS into your business.
Now, the timeline for a successful implementation of EOS at a digital marketing agency is dependent on various factors. These factors include the agency's size, the leadership team's level of commitment, and business complexity. The implementation process usually takes several months to a year or more before the agency can see the tangible outcomes.
If you're looking to implement EOS at the agency level, I believe there are 2 main paths you can take. The first being you can hire an EOS certified consultant, or second, find someone internally on your team who's fully bought into EOS and is confident they can implement. And this is typically the visionary or the integrator. We went with the second option and it worked for Delmain. However, I recommend hiring a consultant. And I'd say in both cases, it's typically a 2-year process to get EOS fully implemented at the agency level.
A lot of agencies choose to hire an EOS implementer to fast track the whole process. An EOS implementer is a certified and experienced coach who can guide you through the process of implementing EOS step by step, as well as help you overcome obstacles and hold you accountable to your goals. By providing an external viewpoint, an implementer can also help agencies identify and overcome internal biases and assumptions that may be holding them back.
It takes a certain type of business, a certain type of person to truly see it through. There's a lot of moving parts and pieces to it, so it's not simple. It is challenging to implement. In fact, having said that, we actually hired an implementer, someone outside of our company who's let's call him an EOS coach, but he kind of held our hand, still does. We had him for a year. We loved having him so much. We renewed with him. And he is someone who just helps us implement the program horizontally, vertically, all the way through our entire operation.
The general consensus among agency leaders, EOS is an invaluable business management framework that has made radical improvements to how they operate their business.
Two things that allowed the company to scale faster. One, the adoption of EOS, which is a suite of tools and processes that empower small businesses. And second, bringing on a director of operations to cover my visionary blind spots.
What do you think? Have you used EOS or a similar business framework to help your agency break out of a plateau? Let us know down in the comments. By the way, agencies are under constant pressure to demonstrate their ROI to customers. Does your agency struggle with this? Improve your client reporting and reduce churn. Get started with a free 14-day trial of AgencyAnalytics. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.